Well, good morning. You know where I am? I'm at the Buckley Steam Engine Show. This is where you start out, tractor shack. For me, anyway.
At noon, you're having a whistle jubilee. Be blowing the whistles, and you have problem with hearing aids and stuff. You might want to turn them down at that point, but they'll be doing that at noon. The tractor slow race right down in front of the tractor shack. They'll be doing a slow race. These old tractors, see you all.
Here we have a row of really old tractors. Hard Luck Oil Company. This model shows you how that oil thing works. The big wheel, and then it goes out perhaps a half a mile. Those rods to make the oil wells go up and down. The pump.
See you, Tony.
Hey, I got a man down here in a John Deere hat. Who are you and where are you from?
My name's Fred Armstrong. I'm from Valparaiso, Indiana.
Valparaiso. I had relatives down there and they all moved.
Yeah, it's about a 4-hour drive here, but it's a great club to be a member of and see all this exciting old iron working.
So you got a big engine in here. It's about, what's the size of that flywheel?
Well, we have several large engines. There's a 50 horsepower Superior oil-fueled engine. That flywheel is 58 inches diameter. The next
big horizontal one?
The big horizontal is a 5-cylinder, 150 horsepower Kallenberg engine. There's a marine engine, comes off a yacht. They were made in Wisconsin.
All right. And what's the diameter?
The flywheel on that is 24 inches diameter, weighs about 300 pounds.
Okay, we're not talking about the same thing. The one with the big flag that's going around.
The flag is a power or a band wheel. The band wheel is connected to a belt to the Superior gas engine. At the bottom of the band wheel are 2 rod lines that pump jacks here on the show grounds. It's a national band wheel built about 1920.
Okay. And it's all operating. Now that, and I remember in the past I think it just sat there. So now it's running.
Correct. We've had it running for several years now. It was donated over from a oil field in Midland, Michigan, where it pumped oil, and now it's on display here at Buckley.
Now I see it's got rods that go out, several. And how far would those rods go to a pump?
Here at the showgrounds, they're going 100 yards. We have one to the east and one 180 degrees to the west. Out in operation, sometimes the rod lines would go up to half mile in distance.
Half a mile. Okay. Wow, that's quite a ways. Okay. Thank you. You have a good day.
Okay. What was your name?
I got a man down here in front of a bunch of tractors. Who are you and where are you from?
I'm Brandon Jenkins. I'm from Fife Lake, Michigan.
Okay. What do you got? A bunch of old engines. These are not steam engines, are they? They're what are they?
These are what they call prairie tractors. They mainly were used out west for plowing the virgin soils out west when steam was starting to fade out. Right behind me, this black one, it is a 1914 Part R. It's 30-60 horsepower, 30 on the drawbar.
Okay, now we've got a John Deere going by. How powerful is this one compared to that John Deere just went by?
That John Deere is about 30 horsepower at the on the engine, and this tractor is 30 horsepower at the drawbar.
So tell me, what's the difference?
The difference is they're measuring off the engine, off your PTO shaft, and so
this one could pull that John Deere right back with any tow.
Yes, no problem.
Now we got the big steam engines around here, and how is this compared to them?
They're pretty comparable. The steam engines will weigh a little bit more horsepower. They're all about the same. These were becoming more popular at the time. The farmers were getting away from steam. It was a lot easier just to start a tractor and shut it off. But they're pretty
So that one right there, it runs on oil, right?
It runs on gasoline.
Gasoline?
Yeah, it's oil cooled.
Okay, oil cooled. All right, cool. So I was at a horse show this spring. They said a good team can plow an acre a day. That'd be about right? Horses.
You can plow more than an acre a day.
Well, I know with this.
Yeah, but yeah, acre a day with horses.
That'd be about right?
That'd be about right.
Okay, that's why I want to know a comparison. How many days, same hours, we were talking 12 to 14 hours a day. How many acres could you plow with this?
You could be around 8 acres, 8 to 10 acres.
So it could replace 10 teams.
Easily.
Okay. Now the modern John Deeres and cases things I think you probably got some here. The really big ones, what will they do an acre a day?
Well, they're pulling a smaller plow, so they're actually going to be doing about the same. You know, if you really wanted to push this like the bigger Flower City behind me, you can pull the 12 out, and that's more like a 20 acre a day plowing tractor.
Okay.
So if you got to do a bigger John Deere or something like that, you know, you're 20, 30 acres a day.
But you don't need a big tractor like this if you only have 50 acres.
Right. The smaller amount of acreage you're doing, the smaller proportion tractor will do.
So then these would be used out in the prairie on farms that were how big? 500 acres or even bigger?
Back in the day, these would have been about probably a 70-acre tractor.
70?
Yeah, but they would travel for thrashing and things. They would travel from farm to farm to thrash throughout the year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Usually it was a neighborhood tractor. Somebody purchased it and they shared it.
Yeah, I remember my dad, his dad, we're talking back, it was a steam steam engineer. He drove the steam tractor somehow. I think it was because I know when they started out, you had to pull them with horses, because they were stationary engines. Then they started making tractors. So, what else can you tell me about these? It looks like I got a bunch of. Do you have any idea how many tractors are here this weekend?
On average, we usually have about 950 tractors at the show.
950. Wow, and that's counting those tractors over there.
Yep, that would be the steamers, the big prairie tractors. That'd be all tractors combined.
Okay. Hey, thanks a lot. You have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Hey, I forgot to ask you an important question. What's this Hart Fire? What's that worth?
This one's a more common. That one would be about $150,000 to about $175,000 tractor.
You said that next one is a lot more rare.
Yeah, that next one, this is, I believe it's one of 13 left in existence, and it's a Flower City, and it's one of 2 left in existence with mechanical powered steering that works off its friction plates off the flywheel of the engine, and one sold at auction for a little over $300,000 here in 2 years.
$300,000. That's a lot of money. You got to really love tractors to do that. Okay, hey, thank you.
Not a problem.
I'm in the foundry. We have a steam engine here running a sawmill.
Rides on a set of tracks, like railroad tracks, and it's pulled back and forth by a cable. It's connected to the drum underneath the saw blade. The box behind the saw blade is called the husk, and that's where all the mechanical mechanisms get their power. decisions for the operations of the mill. The gentleman standing behind him with the blue polka dotted cap is the chief engineer for the mill. He's responsible for all the mechanics and all the mechanisms in the mill. The two people that are right after the saw blade are called tailors. Their job is to keep the board away from the blade once it exits the blade so it doesn't get kicked back.
Try to remember that. There will be a test.
There's a little wheel that is just after the saw blade. It's called the splitter. Its job is to help move the blade away from the log so it doesn't get caught back in the blade.
First day on the job. Saw blade has oil cups that we need to fill every once in a while. And that's what they're doing right now, is filling those cups with oil. Fill my cup,
That's a
Lord.
50-weight oil.
You'll notice the steam engine is very quiet when it's idling. Just sitting there. This is a lot easier than walking when you're an old man.
Big logs there.
I would say.
All right. Where do you want to go, Phil? Anywhere?
I'm following you.
Okay.
There's thrashing right over there.
Is that where it's going on?
That's where I want to go.
Okay. Okay. We can go that way. Try not to hit too many bumps for you.
Well, I don't care.
Yep. Right over here is a thrash. We usually do it right in front of the grandstand, or right in front of the music stand.
Well, thank you. Okay, pick it up, pick it up. This guy will put a speedometer or something like that on the wheel. It'll tell him how fast it's running. That's what my dad did. 60 revolutions a minute or whatever. The kid up here running the pipe, that was my job. They put the kid up there. He moves the pipe back and forth and up and down.
Well, it looks like she's doing a little better job now. We're going to run some more wheat through there and make some piles of straw. So we can turn around here just a little bit. We're going to bale some straw here. I got a couple different balers here today that we're going to use. We got a stationary baler that's a belt drive. Now I'm going to be run this week by a Case C, 1937 Case C. On the other side of the thrash machine on the back.
Now where that kid is right now, that thing trips. Every time it trips is a bushel of load.
This is a pull style. That pull style baler was one of the early ones that was made for when they were transitioning between the stationary and the pull style balers of today. And that one's got a little Wisconsin 2-cylinder on there to start it up and run it to be a power plant. So you can still actually maneuver that baler through the field with a horse and cart, or if you had if you're in that transition in history, if you had to use a tractor to pull it with, you could use your tractor that did not have a PTO on it.
You be careful. If they cut your hand off, you gotta shut it down.
On that belt, so they just add a little bit more of that juice to it, a little more belt dressing.
It'll spread over the whole belt. You only had to split it in one couple places. Every time it goes to the flywheel here, covers it and then it covers the belt. The only place I ever saw a girl throw straw on a tractor was at a tractor show. Never in real life. Grandpa Tillotson, my dad ran the crew for one of these things, and I found out a long time ago, my first wife's grandpa was the engineer on one of these things. They'll crash for a little while, then they'll shut her down. I can only make it go so far. This is a good way to break an arm. You never put your thumb around the crank, you put it on one side. I'll start right up. This is called a stationary bee arm. Incredibly slow. It's about a 5-man crew. And well, this one you got 3 people throwing straw up to the side. He's throwing them in, and they got 2 people. They're gonna tie out the wires. They turn the wires through, and then they loop it around. Push that spacer in. That space there for the wire to go through. The straw comes out very slow. 100 years ago, you had to put the straw in shocks, put on a trailer, wagon, thrash it. Sometimes they baled it like this. Now they have a tractor and the combine. Go along to running speed. The straw's thrown out the back. They can combine and bale it later on.
So they got their first dividing board put in there making this bale up here. Now they got the gentleman up on top here, and Nick, he's feeding the baler with some straw and chaff.
Well, I can see how come Dad makes buddies with missing fingers.
Yeah. Oh, that's the first bale there. That's been sitting in there all winter.
Sitting the baler, it's not exactly the ideal way to have it, but because we're starting off the baler and stuff, we put it inside over the winter, and it makes it a lot easier to make that first bale of the season. All that wheat we run through there and we crashed out. We rarely leak one bale out of all that straw. That was the nice thing about the baler when they used that for industry, is that it condense that
He'll tell you.
extra commodity.
1910. I don't know. We'll find out.
Most of the times in the era of this baler, you'd have straw if you're running for your livestock. Like I said, these balers were meant for transporting commodities more easily, more efficiently, make a lot more compact unit.
There's the old guy that has all the information.
There he goes, dropping another board down in there, taking another bale. Not exactly a clean operation, but you gotta see that guy back there underneath us.
But he likes it.
Take that wire that hooks one side and straight back to the other. That's all the wires out of the baler. See what he had to do. All he had to do was knot it. When this baler was in full operation, of course, knotting it off.
How many hours a day?
How many hours a day? From daylight till dark.
14?
As long as it wasn't tough enough so they couldn't run it through the thrash machine, they'd make straw. They were always running that grain through making straw. So
The do start to set in, then it gets tough. Even if there's sunshine or whatever, you still can't do it because it's too tough to bale, you know?
All right.
Yep.
Now we're at a different baler.
this baler here was made to be pulled through the field after the thrash machine turned into a combine. You'd have a full type all crop combine like Al Chalmers made. And what that would do is it would windrow your straw out in the field instead of dumping it in a pile like we've got here today. So once you had that windrowed into a row out in the field, well geez, now you have, hold on guys, hold on. Hey, Jim. Hey! That's what happens once you sit over the winter. You get the a soft spot in your twine, you gotta go through and re-thread it.
I hate it when that happens. So this was a string tie.
String that bale, that needle, he's gonna get it all ready to go so he can make another bale here, or start another bale in just a second.
We probably should go and stay up there and bring them back.
Going to Sandusky, Ohio with a big amusement park. Got to wait. If I hear something, he's got to wait like a minute. bottom. The John Deere, oh, one bottom, that's why he was going so fast. Little hill there puts a lot of strain on the tractor. John Deere 8. That's a 3 bottom. That's a 4 bottom. That tractor doesn't have any trouble pulling that. Here comes a little, we'll call it a garden tractor. We got a no. He's thinking about a little more than he should. I hope you did better at farming than you did at comedian.
Yeah, there's you realize there's about 20 million Canadian dollar work, and I'm trying to be funny.
That's my joke. We got a bigger John Deere. I think this is a 4 bottom. What John Deere is that?
It's a G.
A G?
Yep.
How much more powerful is it than a B?
Quite a bit. That's 2 sizes up.
Okay. I drove a B when I was a kid, and it would have had trouble coming up that hill with tube on it.
Yeah. Yeah, this one here's had some engine work done and stuff.
Like what?
Had some engine work done and stuff. It's a little overstocked.
What is going to about 6 inches?
Yeah, maybe a little more. Some spots.
Now back 50 years ago, did they want to go deeper than that? Because it seems like they don't go as deep as they used to.
I don't know.
Make up the answer, doesn't matter.
Say all you need is 2 inches.
Yeah.
2 inches? Who's they? The Hittites?
No.
Swede?
I don't know what nationality they were. There was that deal on seed company.
Yeah,
Don't use them disc guns either because they suck sand out.
Huh.
Hay.
Under that tree.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of people over there, isn't there?
hit it! I like the sound of the old John Deere B. That's a G, I guess. Twin. Now he's going downhill. Pick him up a little bit, guys. I guess that's an 8-bine. This is a 6-bottom. This is called moving sand. I'm guessing this guy's a trainee.
the cheap fuel that had those.
Yeah. This is
Oil pull behind, it's gonna catch up here in a minute.
There's an old plow, isn't it?
Yes, that's it. I don't even remember anything like that.
I don't think it's even plowing. Yeah.
Just to show. There's a drone. See a drone up there?
Oh yeah.
Taking pictures of you.
Get it. my grandson.
Is that gonna be on TV?
Yeah, Man of Steel.
We live in Brother.
Brother.
5 miles.
Lake County. No. You're in Manistee County, but you won't be able to get it. You gotta be in Manistee. You got Brother Days coming up in a couple weeks, haven't you? Going?
Oh yeah.
What should I look for? I'm going.
Well, I work at the church.
Huh?
I work at the church booth. That's down by the Brother. We go in the parade. They won't be in the parade today here. We got a little Urca Farms is in on there, a little
All right.
thing that we ride in.
Why a lot of people out here too?
Oh, isn't there a lot? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Some of them like to get in that woods area. Like to see.
Yeah. You look at the full moon last night?
Oh.
Right there. Tonight's supposed to be a lunar eclipse, but I don't know what time.
We just commute back and forth. Yeah, we don't stay here, we commute back and forth every day.
Going back to the city of Brethren.
We live on a farm about 5 miles from here. We raise strawberries.
Both cars are full.
Yeah. Those lines move quite fast, actually. But on Saturday, it's way back. The line.
Engine case, where the odor of a hit-and-miss engine with a buzz saw on that is parked up here by the South Police Tunnel movement. We have too much traffic coming in and out of this area. The owner of a
Wait,
hit-and-miss engine
Mark?
on a
Is this it? Well, I'm in a exhibit barn. Lot of hand-powered utensils. I think some of them might have hooked a horse on, but I'm not sure. This barn would normally be full of tractors.
Have your attention, please. We need a handicapped golf cart to the boundary. A handicapped golf cart to the boundary, please. Thank you.
Okay, you ready? Welcome to Mayfield Township Hall. The Mayfield Township Hall was moved to Buckley in 1976, I believe. We have all kinds of information on how it was moved. They took written records of how they moved it and when they moved it.
They use a team of horses or what?
No. No, they actually used a great big trailer deal thing.
One piece?
I believe so, yes.
How come you don't know if you're the guide?
I'm the guy, but I don't
Make it
know.
up. You don't have to know. Make it up. Nobody cares.
Okay, they brought it in one piece and they had to move all of the...
They moved it with a giant helicopter, didn't they?
No helicopters. They could have, but the helicopter was busy that day.
Oh, yeah.
Something. So they used...
Probably rescuing a redhead from Lake Michigan. Yeah.
Probably, yes, that's probably it. And we do old-fashioned voting by ballot for young people. We have a treasure hunt in here. We have an old-fashioned sorter from the post office. We have an old Victrola. We have an old phone booth. Phone booths, there are not very many phone booths anymore, but we have one, but we don't have Clark Kent.
That was a joke.
Really?
You pick it up, get that joke?
Superman down here. Yep.
That was a joke. And here's
And
your,
please sign our guest book.
is this your voting booth? Your, the thing, no, that's a telephone.
No, that's a voting booth.
Oh, it is? Okay.
It doesn't work right this moment. We're waiting for someone to fix it. So if anybody out there knows how to fix an old-fashioned voting booth, we would appreciate it.
And so nobody's going to vote in anyway, are they?
Well, they vote for the train or for whatever's on the grounds here is what we put out.
Oh.
Not for real votes.
So in the olden days, you just had to put your thing on a piece of paper,
Yep, we have that.
or you take a stone and throw it in a bucket, you know.
Yeah, they used to do that too, but that was way before my time.
Yeah.
These young ladies.
Again, I'm just, who are they?
This is Kiara and Anna.
You go to
White Cloud.
Buckley Steam Engine? You go to Buckley School?
White Cloud.
We go to White Cloud, Michigan.
Well, trade boyfriend for tractor.
Yeah.
Does it got to be a John Deere?
Oh, of course. Green.
It could be a farm mode because I don't take it.
Well, you got a John Deere shirt on.
Yep. They wanted to
Well, trade boyfriend for, so you're trying to get a boyfriend, trying to get a tractor.
I'm trying to get a tractor.
You want a tractor.
She wants to get rid of her boyfriend and get a tractor.
Let me tell you, that tractor's not going to keep you warm in February.
Neither is a boyfriend for mom has anything to say about it.
You two are probably in middle school, right?
High school. We have 2 years left.
So you're sophomores?
We're juniors.
Huh?
We're juniors.
Junior. Whoa. How long before school starts?
Not this Monday, but the Monday after.
After the fair.
This Monday is my birthday. So we start the next week.
Okay. Wow. We have a,
They look really great.
oh yeah. Take one picture at a time.
I was going to show you the plates in the postcard. Okay, here's one of those.
This is an old little archer. I had one. Look like that.
Here is
Cut, enlarge, anything off a negative up to 4.5.
The rose that I was searching for be tough. Mama would kiss my cheek and say, Wayfair. There's a bit of both of them in me. I guess that is the best I could ever hope to be. Somewhere between Jesus and John Wayne, cowboy and a saint, crossing the open range. I try to be more like you, Lord. Most days I know I am. I'm somewhere between Jesus and John Wayne. Papa's love was tender, Daddy's love was strong. Both of them were there to help the weak. Taught me how to stand up and fight for what is right. Showed me how to turn the other cheek. Since there's a bit of both of them in me, I guess that is the best I could ever hope to be. Somewhere between Jesus and John Wayne, cowboy and the saint, crossing the open range. I try to be more like you, Lord. Most days I know I am. I'm somewhere between Jesus and John Wayne. I'm somewhere between Jesus and John Wayne, cowboy and saint, crossing the open range. I try to be more like you, Lord. Most days I know I am. I'm somewhere between Jesus and John Wayne. I'm somewhere between Jesus and John Wayne.
Oh, all my tears I've had cried. No more walking the floor with this burning inside. Just to think it could be, time has opened the door, and it's wonderful now. I don't hurt anymore. Oh, yesterday night I wanted to cry, but dear said we were through. But now that I find you're out of my mind, I can't believe that it's true. I've forgotten somehow that I cared for before, and it's wonderful now. I don't hurt anymore. Yes, it's wonderful now. I don't hurt anymore. He said, I'll love you till I die. She said, you'll forget in time. As years went slowly by, she still preyed upon his mind. He kept her picture on the wall. went half crazy now and then. He still loved her through it all, hoping she'd come back again. They found some letters by his bed, dated 1962. He had underlined it and read every single I love you. I went to see him just today. Oh, but I didn't see no tears, all dressed up to go away. First time I'd seen him smile in years. He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath on his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today.
Women throwing things up there at him. Oh my God. Room keys.
Well, she came to see him just one last time. We all wondered if she would. And it kept running through my mind. This time, he's over her for good. He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today.
Well, it was really hot up
Well, the day that I stopped loving you, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number one was when you left me. I didn't know that I could hurt that way. Heartache number two was when you came back again. You came back but never meant to stay. Now I've got heartaches by the number, trouble by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Heartaches by the number of the love that I can win. But the day that I stop loving you, that's the day my world will end. Heartache number three was when you called me. You said that you'd be coming back to stay. With a hopeful heart I waited for your knock on my door. I waited but you must have lost your way. Now I've got heartaches by the number, trouble by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. heart aches by the number of love that I can't win. But the day that I stop loving you, that's the day my world will end.
I'm gonna go in the Weber barn. See what I can learn.
It's a flat. Yeah, flat. So flat out.
Laundry? Or extra?
Exact way. And this man, his grandchildren give this to us. This came out of this exact wagon that he went through New York, and then later he had a candy store. But this was the scale that was in there that he used. What he weighed his candy. That's what he weighed his candy. And so we're trying to show folks, and here's what's really unique. This thing is that old, and it's accurate enough to weigh one piece of candy in. Unbelievable.
You got a fly on it too, so that's got to weigh something different.
But you know,
you can put some feathers in it.
Yeah, you can. But it's neat that will still, to this day, weigh that little bit. So, yeah, so what we're trying to do is get...
Powder skin.
Yeah, yeah. We're trying to get kids, and we'll tell them, all right, weigh a quarter of a pound or whatever, and teach them that this is what you have to do.
This engine has several pistons in line. One face that, yeah. That's all I can tell you. Something I don't know what it is. Who are you?
My name's Fred Armstrong from Valparaiso, Indiana. A member of the Buckley Old Engine Club.
I talked to you before. What is this piece of equipment?
Behind me is a 1907 Snow Steam Pump Works gasoline engine. It's 1,100 horsepower, and it came from West Virginia, where it was used on the natural gas pipeline to push a compressor station to push gas through a natural gas pipeline.
So how did it work? I mean, let's see. Is this a piston rod then or something?
Yes, there's a rod that runs down the entire length of the engine. There's 4 charging cylinders on each side of the engine. And on the back of the engine, that same rod powers the compressor at the back.
So this is a compressor, but not an engine.
It is a gasoline engine, but it's a compressing gasoline engine. That's what the engine did. That's how it worked, is it ran a compressor. And the compressor pushed gas in a pipeline.
Yeah, I see we have a big flywheel down there. What is it, about 12 foot?
That flywheel is 18 feet diameter and weighs 36,000 tons.
Wow. So they used this for how many years, would you say?
This engine was built in 1907, and it ran at one gas pump station until 1945. In 1945, it was decommissioned and moved 100 miles south, where it ran another gas pump station until 1967.
So it had a long life then, didn't it?
It did. In 1967, the engine was idled. There was a sister engine in the engine house, just like this. That engine was scrapped in 1969. This engine remained.
So what is the Buckley Old Engine going to do with this?
This is an example of one of the early internal gas combustion engines built in 1907. So we're going to put it back together and demonstrate its use.
And that's what, about a 5-year project probably?
Yes, 5 years would be good. We started the project in 2008. In 2012, we put it on concrete foundations. 2 years ago, the building was constructed over the engine, and we're to this point now.
Well, good. Hey, thank you very much.
Where's your hat?
What it does is it cleans the brake. Dirt and stuff in it. And what it does is you dump it in up here, and as you turn it, nice and cold through it. All the dirt and stuff.
Then we're gonna look at that big flywheel. I'm in the craft building.
There's
then they announce who's driving.
Drinking all that liquid.